Hello, welcome to episode 3 of the Superflat survival world. In this episode, I am planning on making a building for this cobblestone generator to kind of liven up the area here, that way it's not just flat area. Because the whole point of this series is to survive on Superflat and build some awesome things, that way it doesn't feel like Superflat anymore. But I'm also planning on making a bit of a to-do list up here. That way I have more motivation to start things and you guys can leave suggestions and stuff. But I have grabbed some materials here to start building this to-do list. It's not going to be anything big, it's just going to be a little thing that I can put some signs on. But I'm going to get started on that now. Okay, so as I said, it's nothing big, but I'm gonna hop down here and craft some signs really quickly. Now that we have our signs, I actually need to head back down to the old base to grab some glow ink sacks. That way I can make the text on the signs look a little cooler. And I am back up at the base now, and I am ready to start adding some things to do here. So let's hop up to the to-do list and start putting some things. Okay, so the first thing that I think I want to do is I kind of want to add some vegetation to the surrounding path, so I'm going to put that on here. Okay, so I've got that down. Now I think that I'm also going to have kind of a ridiculous goal, and that's going to be to fill the entire circle with buildings. That way I never have something that I can't be doing. Okay, and that's all that I've really got for now, but I'm going to grab some white dye. That way we can get these dyed and glowing. Okay. There we go. And I just got the advancement because I never realized I've never done that before. But I'll probably be dyeing these like yellow or something because I don't have green dye yet, and I'll just dye them yellow when I finish them. Hopefully I get green dye before I finish them though. But yeah, let's start making the building for the cobblestone generator. These logs right here were purely just for the outline. I'm not actually going to be building a farm that involves lava with a wooden frame, so don't worry about that. Okay, so now that I've got this base outline for the building, I think that I'm gonna destroy this and build it back in here, but I think I'm gonna make it a little better than it was before. That way it's more efficient. But it is now becoming dark, so I'm gonna sleep, and then I'll get back to you guys when I've moved this in here. Okay, so I have moved it into the building now, and this one I actually used a tutorial for because the other one was kind of bad, and this one is a little bit better. It picks up like a lot more of the stone than the last one. As you can see, on mine 3, and it actually gave me 3, but the last one, a lot of them would get burnt. So I'll put a link to the channel of the tutorial that I watched. But I am going to now start working on the actual building and start replacing this cobblestone with stone bricks, because stone bricks obviously look a lot better than cobblestone. But I will start working on it now. So I'm actually planning on having iron bars instead of glass for the windows. So I am going to head over here. Actually, I already have some iron on me, so I'm going to craft a few iron bars. And we're going to see how these look as a replacement for glass, because these are going to make it feel a lot more like a forge than glass would, because I don't know really what a real forge would look like, but I feel like they wouldn't have glass everywhere. So I'm just going to get these placed in, and then I'll give you guys a status update once I start working on some more of the base design for this building. Okay, so I have added part of the roof now. I know that this might look like it's not that great right now, but it will be improved, trust me. I'm gonna add a lot of details to the roof, and I'm planning on having like a smokestack for the actual cobblestone generator here. And I might also have this be our smelting building as well, just because there's a lot of space left in it and it kind of fits the theme. So I'll cut back to you guys when I've got most of the roof done. Okay, so I have actually finished the roof here and I've put in these smokestacks. It's a pretty cool design, I think. Oh, I've actually forgotten to put the walls in here, but I have an idea for the roof. I'm gonna go get some rails and you'll see what I'm planning on doing in a second. Okay, I have now gotten the rails and I will show you guys what my idea was. So if I have the rails like this, then it almost makes it look like there's some sort of fans or something blowing up here, and I might also add a few of these just to almost act as more smokestacks, and that'll look kind of cool from down here. And then these are just going to be kind of fun to have here. So now I'm thinking, because this looks kind of like a plain build, I might mix in some cobblestone and some andesite, and I'll show you guys how I get andesite on Superflat in a second. But that's just going to make it look a little bit more old and torn down almost, and it's going to be a lot cooler to look at than this is currently. So I'll get back to you guys in a second. Okay, so the way that you can actually make andesite is by using 2 cobblestone and then 2 nether quartz. It's very expensive, and I would never do this in like a vanilla survival world. I would just go mine it. And this is how you get the diorite, which you can then combine with cobblestone again to get andesite. And that is how I get that in my Superflat world. But like I said, this is very, very expensive, and I would definitely not recommend this for like a normal survival world, but this is kind of the only way that I can get it. So I'm gonna start mixing this in, and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Okay, so this is how it is looking so far with the andesite and polished andesite mixed in. But I have actually run out of andesite now, so I'm going to need to get some more before I can continue. So I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've gotten all of the solid blocks replaced, I'm going to craft up some stairs and get back to work. Okay, and that should be all of the stuff filled in. I think that this just adds so much more to the build, and it makes it feel a lot less flat, and just makes it look a lot nicer. So this actually is starting to look like a real factory now, and I'm pretty happy about that. And this is a fully working farm as well, so don't have to like worry about fixing that, because I don't think any updates can ever break that. So I think that I'm going to start getting some furnaces in here, and some chests for storage for the cobblestone. And I'm also going to replace the floor, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've actually replaced the floor here and crafted some lanterns to place around. I just placed them kind of randomly, and I'm putting them around here like I said I would do in the last episode. Just kind of blending in with the garden and making it lit up and look a lot nicer than the torches made it look. So I am going to get back to you guys when I have the entire factory filled in with chests and furnaces. Okay, I now have lanterns in here, I have chests in here, I even put in a crafting table, and I've got all of the furnaces lined up. And I think I'm actually going to put a few of these up here, that way it looks a little better. But that is it for this house. So I hope you guys think that it looks cool, and I will see you all in the next episode.